Field here in Seattle, an entire city pledges allegiance to the 12s as they raise their flag in the beautiful Pacific Northwest sky and get us ready for kickoff. Coming up, let's close out another great week of football with a Sunday night primetime matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Turn the TV off, turn the TV off. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off. Turn the TV off, turn the TV off. Ain't no other kid with his rap thing and siblings. Nothing but my children. What? They just appearing. I'm in the city with a flag. We getting thrown like it was passed. And the family's padlocked around the building. Cracking with a weapon on my truck just to fake freeze tag. With a bone to kick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from the show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it.
And his punter, Ethan Evans, gonna send this one away. Away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the run back to the 27. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the NFL's best stories as of late, a former 3rd overall pick, Brock, who has revitalized his NFL career, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance. Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Now Darnold off the play action. Downfield, that finds Shaheed. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, gee, I love that.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Throwing the out route complete. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
From the gun, Darnold. Oh, he's going for it again. And into the slide he goes after a gain of close to 5, Brock. That will bring up 3rd down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Connection made to Shaheed. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Darnold looking to throw. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Here's Jordan Whittington on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out to one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle Father Time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
On the play fake, here's Stafford. Kua's got it again. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Rams have the first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10 now from the 46. The first carry now for Kyron Williams. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Stafford from the gun. Right side into the hands of Adams. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. He kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. Here he goes, third and long. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. 7-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Rams, first down. A gain of 16 yards.
You want to drain some of the excitements of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First and 10. Here's Stafford. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second and that playbook. Wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Slot man motioned over. First down, and they go right back to him. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. And that is caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. The Rams finish off their opening drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Harrison Mevis on to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Rams start off well to tie things 7-7. They send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Play fake, Darnold. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Another try from the 25. It's second and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Here's a screen out for Walker. Up the sideline, past the 40. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks just need 2 snaps to steal the lead. Kevin Walker, the touchdown.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball. He gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
Myers to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Play action now for Stafford. Finds a seam down the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield stripe. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
It's a gain of 20. 1st down, Rams.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Finds the in route complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Rams down to 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Sunday Night Primetime on the other side. First down throw here for Stafford. He's got a man left. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. It's Stafford once more. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Stafford again. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Gain of 4 yards.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
1st down, Los Angeles.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Stafford now off the play fake. Throw left side, taken in by Adams. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Stafford throwing again. And again an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Quite the drive they're putting together here, partner. This is the 9th play event as they get set for 3rd and 6. And motion the tight end over. Throwing is Stafford on 3rd. Knocked away and hits the ground incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Mevis able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Shaheed now to return. Touch the tackle. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks are going to take over late in the half. And backed up this deep in their own territory, probably content to just take that lead into the locker room. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running back sent in motion. From the gun, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And it'll be out of bounds right along the 40. That one gains 7. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Rolling on first, here's Darnold. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. And again, it's Darnold. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds before he's going to make anything of that effort, partner. Going to be a loss of, it looks like, about 1 on first down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
From the red zone on first. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
It leads to
the incomplete pass. Here comes 2nd and 10. Sticking to the air here. Cut near the goal line. And he's to the 5 before going out of bounds.
Did I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Myers' kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
Dude, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You can take all the time down, the points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
See if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback. Here's the final play of our first half. He'll throw it. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Ernest Jones with the pick. And they're going to score. It's a pick 6 for Seattle. Throwing at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you don't think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk. Could do some serious damage.
Myers to add the PAT. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update, as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. After the pick, Stafford back to the air. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Stafford from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Stafford now on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks get the football back on the interception and now have it at the 28.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions, from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Smith in Jigba, going to motion over left. 2nd and 10. Darnold finds him over the middle. Short pickup to their own 31. Tackle made by Cameron Curl.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
3rd down, they need 7. They'll air it out on 3rd. Finds Cup once more. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 18 yards on that play.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Blitz coming. Darnold connects on the crosser. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. That's caught. Here's that shove it in. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. They're reverse on the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Donald with it on 3rd and short. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Seahawks, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Walker. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Second and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Walker again. And he's still going backwards as they get him behind the line. We've reached the end of the 3rd on Sunday Night Primetime. The Seahawks have the football, up a couple of scores to start the 4th quarter. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Darnold. There's a screen out for Walker. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the 1st, and apparently little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This only a chip shot from the right hash. Myers' kick is good. And that makes this a 3-score game.
I think you could call this one now, Kate. This field goal makes it a 3-score game, and even the most improbable comeback attempts are going to have a hard time erasing that type of deficit here in the final quarter.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Rams headed out to the field now. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a 3rd consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Rams ready for this one. Here's 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. Nearly starts the drive with the 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. They stay on the ground with Williams. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. That's a short gain of 1. And the Rams have the 1st down.
You know what I love about that play call? It was simple. Nobody overthinking on the sideline or out on the field. Just an offense going to work and moving those chains.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Slot man's in motion right. Throwing now on 1st down, Stafford. left side. He's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
First and 10 now from the 46. Straight ahead with Williams. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Finds him on the crossing route. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. It's a pickup of 26. And the Rams have the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. Working inside the red zone. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Halfway to the marker, it's second and 5. Shotgun snap to Stafford. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Mevis now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Rams cut the lead down to 10.
17.
This one not quite over just yet. They've got 3 timeouts at their disposal, but really need to make the unexpected recovery here. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First and 10 from the 43. Handoff running left, Walker. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, second down. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Running with Walker again. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up. So we will not reach the 2-minute warning. The defense calling time here. 2:08 on the clock. Third down, 1 yard to go. He'll try to do it himself. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. We've got whistles and a timeout call by the defense. 2:07 left to play.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Walker on first down. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. 3 yards to pick up that time, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Seahawks holding a 10-point lead. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Tight end in motion right. This is Walker on second. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Throwing is Darnold on third down. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
Jason Myers out there now to try a field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. Myers' kick is good, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Now to handle the kickoff. Whittington now on the return. Escapes a defender. And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps afforded to them because the outcome already decided. First and 10 now from the 30. Now Stafford to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Following the incomplete pass, 2nd and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away and brings up third down.
And you ask a lot of your defenders on that field. It is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
Here he is to throw. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 29-yard gain. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
You know, as any quarterback is going to tell you, that's one of the most difficult things to do, knowing you're going to get blasted. That defender's coming right at you, but you got to throw an accurate ball. It does 2 things. Number 1, it strikes fear in the defense, and number 2, you gain respect with your teammates.
And he's brought down at the line. So it's a win for the Seahawks. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Seattle. Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And Sunday night prime time, he's off and running. Blake Corum now to return it. Jukes away from one. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out is one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back in 2009. Still going strong. It's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age. We see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. You're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Rams have the first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
First down throw here for Stafford. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Puka Nacua to target on that throw. So second down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Stafford back to throw. Screen here for Williams. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. It's Stafford once more. Roll left side, taken in by Adams. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First down from the 42. On the play fake, here's Stafford. That's complete, Naku on the left side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
They go with Williams on the counter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Get that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Stafford from the gun. This one will not connect. That's incomplete. They are testing this coverage on the opening drive, but it's holding up so far. Third down.
I don't think there's any question about it. You could see right from the jump here, the point of emphasis with this coaching staff. Be active with your hands, not just one guy. All these guys are flying around and so actively, aggressively looking for that impact play.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Got it, man. That's Nakua. Well into the red zone now at the 15. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff to Williams. A nice start here on first down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. We pick the handoff now, Stafford. Oh, they're on him, but he's dropped again. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Salsa 1st and goal. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Outside.
Back now, pressure coming. And that is caught in the end zone for the LA touchdown. An excellent opening series. Well, this coaching Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance. There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. No place for him to go here. The Rams rush all over it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up. quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. The Rams out to an early advantage. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They're stuck behind the sticks on 3rd and long. Running back sent in motion. 3rd and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with a home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
A run with Williams. He's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. He comes through big here, 9 yards, it's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That's the beauty of mixing up your play calling. Like a great boxer, you never throw the same punch. Throw some unique looks. And that jet sweep, highly effective at moving the chains.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Rams.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They put Adams in motion left. 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. From the gun, a carry by Williams. And they find him after just a yard, and it's 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
This to the 38 before going down. Manages a gain of 3 there. And the Rams have the first down.
There's no question the greatest concern there was just getting the first down. You want a high percentage throw, and you're not really concerned about big yards. Well, the drag route was perfect. He comes open in the short field. It's easy to zip that throw right in there and reset those chains.
Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just got ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Stafford to throw again on 2nd. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
On 1st down, here's Stafford. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Running right, it's Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 13. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. You know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Stafford now on 1st down. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Rams grow their lead just before halftime. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Point after by Nevis is good. And the Rams double their lead to 14.
Seahawks nothing.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So Seattle retakes the field for their 2nd series. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. From the gun, Darnold. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the 1st half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
Darnold with it on 3rd and short. Connection made to Shaheed. And this is going to take him off and across midfield there at the opposing 45. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, partner, from the 45. And again, it's Darnold. Finding Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. way to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. Here's a screen now for Walker. And he takes it inside the 35 before heading out. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down now, ball at the 33. Walker now from the gun. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Darnold. Finds him over the middle. And they are going to have to face a third down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it near the 8. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. And there's the timeout from the offense. Just 4 seconds left to go. And that play, that should help them get some points here going into the half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal units. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Myers' kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
That's tremendous execution right there. Really using every bit of time they had left in a methodical drive, paying off with points. And remember, they'll get the ball to start the second half as well.
We'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
Over at 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. Here's Evans set to kick this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's brought down just inside the 25. So as we get set to begin the third quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Staying with Walker. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. A throw right side finds Cup. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Now Stafford to throw. Completed over the middle. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd and 3 now. To throw, Stafford. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Every offense I've ever seen for Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it was textbook.
Up the gut they go with Williams. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down by Rick Woolen.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another run for Williams. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA 1st down.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
1st down, and they go right back to him. Racing down the left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Rams have the 1st down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Right back to Williams on 1st down, and he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Stafford. He's got it. It's in close. That is an LA touchdown. The Rams push their lead further to start the half. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Levis with a point after. And the Rams push their lead to 18.
Seahawks 3.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football who can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walk and run. A lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Working now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no luck on his first look of the game, and that leaves them with 4th and 5.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that 3rd down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now, Stafford finds his man over the middle. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27. That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams up by a couple of scores as we look ahead to the 4th. And Brock, they are in control of that football. Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Give to Williams from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brought down by Ernest Jones. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak with Stafford. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 2.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Straight ahead with Williams. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, a patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
They stay on the ground with Williams. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on first down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. Throwing the out route complete. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
On second down, a run with Williams. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd and 12.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Rams about set to celebrate this win. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. On the handoff, this is Williams. And this one does not get close. He stopped after 3, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Mevis able to knock it through. And that stretches the lead to 21.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Shaheed now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seattle offense eager to get back on the field. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw, here's Darnold. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
1st and 10, Darnold. connection made to Smith and Jigba. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're first to 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Darnold, first and 10. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. This one misses the tight end. And now it's second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Design quarterback run here. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against the front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
Rams going nickel here on third down. Now Seattle going to call its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. So now here's third and 5. From the gun, Darnold. He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ballgame.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
All set to go now from the 35. Going on first, here's Darnold. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And it is knocked away. Shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. Second down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
One final shot here. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying. They kept taking shots to the very end. But now we have reached that end. This one's over. So it's the Rams who take this one on the road. And Brock, we all know any win is a good win, but playing against a division rival, oh, it always feels so much better dealing them one in the L column.
These are the teams that know you best, Kate, but also the ones that you know best. So yes, it is just a little bit sweeter when you take care of business in your own division.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Rams are winners as we say so long from Seattle.